just gotta love the Kingdom Hearts music. I had to play that bit, let that bit play a little bit. Because like music for Kingdom Hearts is really beautiful. And I don't know if this live stream is going to stay up after it's finished because I don't know if this kind of music is allowed for me to stream. So, but we're just going to risk it anyway because I really love Kingdom Hearts music. The pianos and everything is really good. I'm trying to figure out something really quickly, so bear with me. Because I thought I can do something from my phone, but I guess not. So bear with me here a sec, guys. I'm going to be streaming off the Surface, so I'm not going to be streaming directly on the Surface. The Surface has been acting a little bit wonky lately. So what's been happening is that because I have so many products connected to the Wi-Fi now, I've decided to turn off the Wi-Fi on my iPad. So hopefully it will make things run a little smoother. But I am running a second monitor, which is using the Wi-Fi. So it might clash with each other, it might not, but the Surface is more powerful than the other monitor. So we will see where things go. I actually have a lot of things to talk about in this stream because some decisions I've been making for myself. So let's try to share this around a little bit. Jeez Louise. I really hope this music is loud. Because if it's not, I'm going to be very upset. Hold on a sec, folks. Can I not? Okay. Hey, what's up, Sonic Channel 101? Oh, cool. If you have a Discord, like, you can add me on Discord and send me, like, the pictures, and I'll take a look at it if you want. This is coolio. Whoa. So, I didn't know that. Let me see. I didn't know that the lighting would be clashing so much with what's happening here. Because I thought it would be a little bit better if there was lighting, like natural lighting. Because you see, I have panel windows. So a lot of light can come in. I'm just gonna share this around a bit. I'm the only one that posts in Celeste's server. That's very upsetting. Seriously. So, hey, what's up, Sonics? It was me, Chaos. It was. Oh my gosh! Hey, my man, Chaos. What? Well, thank you for confusing me like that. I appreciate it. Do you hear the beautiful music? Oh my god. So yeah, it looks a little bit bright here from what I'm looking at. I tried messing around with the exposure, but because there's so much lighting coming in, it's gonna be a little bit difficult to see at first. But you know, you can definitely see the lines here. I can try increasing the brightness on the iPad, but I don't think it will work much. So I actually wanted to talk to everybody. I was actually planning on doing a video. I might actually still do a video about, you know, certain things I wanted to talk about today. Let me get my drink ready. Let me know if the music is too loud or too low. I'd appreciate it. Let me know if I'm too loud or too low. Well, I'm sitting right next to the microphone, so I shouldn't be too low. So we're just gonna dive right in here. There's actually a lot of things I wanted to work on, but there are certain pages that I'm working on that I cannot stream. As you guys know, I am an artist for Archie Sonic Online, so I'm working on an issue right now, but those pages I simply cannot stream. Like, for the life of me. So I don't exactly know what I'm going to be doing here. All I know is this whole page is going to be very dynamic. So we're just going to work to get everything where it should be. So I'm basically looking at this other monitor here to see if it's still blurry, because for some reason my Surface camera has been very blurry. Like last stream it wasn't like that, I don't think. I also had it in a different position, but the position I had it in, it was really close to the desk and I almost dropped it the last time. Oh, it looks kind of cool. Oh, everything is going well, Sonics. There was just a lot of things that I wanted to talk about in the streams. A couple of things that I realized about myself over the past couple of months. Oh, that's cool, man. Storyboards can be fun. Like, it's daunting to me doing the storyboards, to be honest. I hope you guys are ready for Kingdom Hearts 3. I know I am. I'm not going to overhype it up. But I did not want to play any type of Sonic music in this stream because I'm tired. Alright. So let's see. Today I was talking with a friend, and actually let me start from the beginning. Yesterday I was talking with a friend over the interweb, and he told me some very vital information that I'm not allowed to disclose to anybody else. But he told me some information that really hit close to home, and you know, I almost kind of treated this guy as my rival when it came to drawing pages, right? Like comic pages. So, you know, I always put myself on a level that he is, and I was basically comparing myself to him and to others around me, if that makes any sense. And this was all happening like last year when me and him first started talking. Like when I first started to get into these projects like Legacy and the Silver Team and Archie Sonic Online, I started to take on a bunch of projects at once, which is not healthy. First of all, do not take on a whole bunch of projects at once, because that is really not healthy. And I know that now. So, in the middle of me juggling all of these projects, I wanted to really work on my IDW submission pages because, you know, I wasn't really pushing out comic content. Even though I was working on comics, I wasn't pushing out any type of content. Oh no, that's gone. Friday must be necessary. Trying to read your comments at the same time. Man, Stuart, you have talent. Don't be ridiculous. So, I was trying to work on my IDW submission pages. I think it was somewhere in the summer, and I decided that I wanted to submit pages every week. Right? So that's exactly what I was doing. I was submitting 3 pages a week, and I was showing it to the editors 3 pages a week, and that was literally killing me because I stayed up really late nights sometimes, and you know, on top of me having a full-time job and juggling all these projects and doing the IDW thing, it was like really taking a toll on me. And the reason why I did that was because I was so scared that somebody was going to beat me at becoming a professional artist. The reality of me not being on the same level as some of these artists that I'm exposed to every day really took a toll on my mental health. And I was pushing myself to these extremes where it just wasn't healthy, where I wasn't getting enough sleep and I wasn't eating correctly. And I was just basically stressing myself out because the thought of me not breaking in first really took a toll for the worse. And I wasn't realizing that. You know, I thought that what I was doing was me showing that I had strength and I had fire and I had determination to keep going. And I felt like I was creating my own odds that were stopping me from achieving my goals, because I was comparing myself so much to these people that I shouldn't have been comparing myself, when I should have been working towards my goal in just a more healthier way and at my own pace, instead of me having to rush to, you know, show these editors these pages that I'm pumping out so fast and show them that I can meet weekly deadlines and how many pages I can complete within a week. And I can complete well over more than 3 pages a week, I'm pretty sure. If I didn't have the full-time job, I would definitely be pushing out at least 2 pages a day. Like, that's something I had used to do when I first started drawing. I used to pump out 3 manga pages a day because I was trying to hold myself up to the standards as Japanese people that actually put out 3 manga pages a day. So me, like, I was talking with my friend today and I was realizing that I don't know why I was so scared to... It's like what was going through my head was the thought of me losing to somebody, to a person that I thought that I was better than them, and I just wanted to break in first, and I wanted that recognition. I cannot say that word. That recognition. And I wanted to finally achieve my goal that I've been working so hard since the Archie era, you know. And I feel like I shouldn't be taking on projects that I don't want to work on, or doing things for people that is not going to help me achieve my goals faster. For example, I work 2 jobs, and one of my jobs I do flyers for like coffee competitions and whatnot. It's really good exposure and it pays, but it's not the kind of exposure that I'm looking for. You know, so many people have called me naive because I turned down these amazing opportunities. And the thing is that because opportunities come your way, you don't necessarily have to take those opportunities, right? Just because something pays, that doesn't mean you necessarily have to take it. Um, you just got to think about your future and what's best for you and what do you want. And how is this thing that is coming your way, how is it going to help you achieve your goals in the long run? Or is it just going to pay your bills in the meantime instead of propel you forward? Then you're just going to be stuck in this rut and you're not going to have anywhere to go, right? It's like you're going to be stuck in this bubble and you're trying to break free and you can't get out. That's kind of like what a full-time job feels like. You're stuck in this bubble and you can't get out until you do something about it. So I do not want my art career to be like that. I want it to be where I'm happy working on things that I actually want to work on, and I want to bring things to the table that I know can propel certain projects forward. And just really, I want to have my fucking name engraved in the fucking comic book, you know? Like, that's something I've always wanted. And since I really like Sonic, that's why I decided to pursue the comics, the Archie comics or the IDW comics. That's something I've always wanted. And that's why I've never really stopped, and I always pushed myself to try to do better. But what I was doing was not necessarily bettering myself. I was making myself sick. I was making myself depressed, and I wasn't thinking straight. I was letting myself get the better of me, and I feel very wrong about it. I feel very stupid, but at the same time, you know, what happened did propel me forward in a way. I've gotten 10 times better with my artwork. So many people have pointed it out that I've gotten a lot better with my proportions and my paneling, and I'm definitely not drawing how I used to draw before. And when I was talking to this friend, I realized that instead of being upset, I should be happy that I was able to become better, you know, over this last year. This last year was very, 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 very difficult for me, in more ways than one. But it was also very nice. Like, it was a challenge, just getting to work on these projects and hold myself up to all these people and see how many artistic people are really out there and see that I still have a long way to go. You know, I was trying to keep others motivated while I wasn't really asking myself these questions. And now I see that since I've been in the mood where I just don't want to put up with nobody's bullshit, and I don't want others telling me what's best for me or how some people are going to discover me and put me in their art show and whatever, just because I draw. Just because I draw, that doesn't mean I want to draw everything in the world, you know. I don't want to do certain things, and I don't see myself doing certain things. I see myself pursuing a comic career. I see myself potentially getting in the video game industry. And if drawing Sonic is going to get me there, then so be it. I mean, look at Tyson Hesse. That guy, you know, brought his Sonic comic to a convention, and this dude brought back the classic era, like, single-handedly. You know, that's an amazing feat, and it was all because of Sonic, you know. Sonic got him there. So when I hear people say that drawing certain characters won't get you anywhere, that is certainly not true, because characters are always being revitalized and reborn. So it's like fan art will get you places, as long as you have the skills to, you know, present that. It will get you places. You understand? But my mental health has definitely gotten better, and I'm deciding to, you know, just take a breather and sit back and just let things unfold and ask myself questions like, what do I want to do? What is best for me? And how can I propel myself forward to becoming an IDW artist at a reasonable pace and just getting better at my art, you know? I just gotten to the point in my life where I'm just tired of all the bullshit. I'm tired of other people's bullshit, and I'm tired of I was just tired of a lot of things. So 2019, I want this year to be a year where I actually break into IEW. I want this year to be the year where I publish my own comic thing, whether it be a webcomic or actual book. You know, I want to get something out there and finished and published. So that way I'll have something to my name other than Sonic Legacy, other than Silver Team, other than whatever project I'm working on. Because people are just going to know me as the guy who worked on this fan project instead of the guy who published something and finished something. Let me see. Let me read your comments. My man Cryo. What's up, man? Yeah, fan art is such an amazing thing. And I draw Sonic every single day of my life, guys. Like, because I want to do this so badly, you have to draw something a lot in order to get better at it. So the days I don't even want to draw Sonic, I still draw Sonic because I have to do it every day in order to get better. You know, and people always ask me, why do you always draw Sonic? I think people get tired of me drawing Sonic. Like, in real life, people get tired of me drawing Sonic. And I know I can draw other things. I've drawn other things. I'm not afraid to draw other things. I just have this goal in mind that I need to accomplish. Why do I need to accomplish? Because this is something I really want to do. You know, and if I see others succeed, then I have to, you know, send them off with a bang. Be like, thank you for your services in the fan art industry. You're a professional now, wherever this takes you. You know, good luck with that. I have this certain vision for this, and yeah, it's. So right now I'm showing you guys the trial and error of making just a simple comic panel. Because I am trying a lot of different things and so many things are going through my head right now. Because I'm trying to actually think about the environment and think about the perspective and think about how eye-catching this is going to be. If this was the first page of a comic book, how am I going to get it to look eye-catching? Something that will really engage the readers. I've also decided that along with my comic submissions that I'm going to be inking and possibly coloring them, but I think I'm just going to stick with inking because coloring does take a very long time. And I hope that within the next 6 months, like, you know, I would actually finally freaking break in. Whether it be an actual issue or a comic cover, you know, I will be good as long as I can see my name in print and my art, like, in actual official print. And after that, I guess I want to continue to work on Sonic, hopefully. But I will definitely explore other avenues. And I want to continue being a part of the Sonic community in many ways. Like, I still want to develop this video game, you know, that I'm sure will be very, very, very successful with all these talented people. So yeah, it's like when I was talking to my friend, I just couldn't believe that. I hope the music is not too loud. I just couldn't believe that, you know, I used to feel that way, and I don't anymore. I guess I kind of accepted that I wasn't going to break into IDW right away. Because after I stopped submitting every week, and I only did that for about a month and a half, I stopped submitting. And I was focusing on getting those legacy pages done because I was putting all of my attention on my IDW submissions that I just said, you know what, I'm not going to even work on legacy until I actually get some submissions done and out of the way. And I'm looking at my comic pages now, and I'm telling myself that I know that I feel kind of a disconnect with my drawings right now. I feel like they're not at the level they should be from what I'm seeing in my head as to what I'm putting down on the paper. It's not the same. And as an artist, you can definitely be able to tell a disconnect from your drawings. If you don't feel connected to your drawings, then nobody else is going to feel that connection. So it's more about listening to your gut, you know, rather than painting a pretty picture, because anybody can paint a pretty picture, but you have to also feel that connection. You have to feel like you're bringing the emotional, the action, and that's what I want to do. I want to have more an emotional connection with my comic pages right now. I'm not going to erase this layer because I'm going to erase the perspective and then I'm going to be screwed. I don't really draw Pokemon. I think I drew Pokemon before, but I don't know. I never really wanted to draw Pokemon. I guess Pokemon are really cool because now you can do so many wacky things with all 700 plus Pokemon out there. I hope it doesn't look too dark for you guys. Or too light. So yeah, I guess my focus right now is focusing on these projects that I do want to be a part of, focusing on my own properties, and focusing less on distractions or other people that is going to try to tell me how to live my life and how to do my career. I also have some references here of paneling that I want to look at because somebody had pointed out that maybe I should try something different with my paneling. So that's something I definitely want to do. Also, I'm very upset at myself because I had ripped one of the issues, and it was the Adam Bryce Thomas cover. I think it was issue, I don't even remember, issue 10 it was. Because I had spilled a whole glass of chocolate milk and all of it went everywhere. It went all over my bookcase, and all the books started sticking to each other, and I ripped a few covers. That's always nice. So now all my books smell like lactose and chocolate. Oh my gosh. You paint pictures in your mind. So, here's what I'm thinking. I want Sonic's arm to come out like that. Let's see, you think I should have this panel going down like this instead? Have that panel looking like that, because he told me to do like some wacky things with this paneling, and the thing is, the reason why I don't do wacky things with my panels is because I went to this art school for 3 years. It was a professional art school for professional comic making. It was called the School of Visual Arts. And I had this teacher who always embedded into my brain that doing all these wacky comic panels is not necessary half the time, and it takes away from the experience of the reader. So within my own comics, my Sonic comics, I never really had wacky paneling because I did not want it to deter from the storytelling. So I'm going to be practicing and see if you know, we can actually get something good going here. And then for the rest of my Archie Sonic Online pages, I might do some wacky things with it. I'm not sure. Okay, I was pinned. Twice. Hold on a second. Give me one moment, folks. Because I have to sort something out and I don't know what. I was pinned and I don't know where. That's interesting. It was on Sonic Legacy somewhere, and I don't know where it's at, but it's gone now. So yeah, let me read some of your guys' comments. I don't know what's going to happen in this panel right here. I really don't. I wish I had that drive to write. I just can't write, man. I can't even write my own scripts. Like my original comics, I've always did them without a script, just like a nice rough outlining, and then I'll do some thumbnailing, but I never really wrote a script for none of my comics because I just cannot. One of my favorite things to draw, ooh, I love drawing just a character standing there. I love drawing characters who have like a lot of expression to them. Not necessarily like an action expression, but I like most of my characters look really depressed. So kind of like an emotional connection. I love drawing emotionally driven characters. So sometimes I would just draw a woman sitting there and she'll look like really depressed, like something's bothering her. Sometimes I'll draw a man and he looks really upset about something. Like I want somebody to think about what this character is going through when they look at the characters that I draw. So that has to be one of my favorite things to draw because I do draw that a lot. I wish there was an app that let me live stream directly from the iPad so this setup doesn't look so disgusting. I hope you like my little Tails and Sonic over here that you can't really see. So this dude is gonna be dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. I like this song. Reminds me of like an RPG. Of course, right? Hey, what's up, my man, DJ? Yeah, I really want to hook, like, my audience in with just powerful, emotionally drawn characters. Not necessarily action-y. Like, maybe that was my goal before when it came to my original stuff, like action and shonen and things like that. But now thinking more about my characters and actually getting to know them a little bit better, the stories that I create are always going to be emotionally drawn. That's something I also need to get better at, is like expressions, because I know how to over exaggerate certain things, but I feel like my expressions can be exaggerated a little bit more. So right now I have issue 9 open because I'm looking at the specific panel where Blaze is just like coming in. Are those the goddamn soul emeralds? No, they gotta explain how did she get those. As some of you may already know, I don't really read the IDW comics. I just buy them just to look at the paneling. I'm not really that interested in that story, to be honest. So I'm gonna have his arm like that. Okay, so this looks, this is alright. Alright, I think I know what I want to do here now. Am I gonna have it something like that, where he's just dashing, and then I can show this ledge where he dashed from. But then it's gonna, I want it to be an upshot, so I don't want it to be straightforward, so the upshot. Oh, my drink, it's a matcha drink. So it's like a pure green tea. It tastes really good cold. It's so good. That's like a substitute if I don't have coffee filters, because matcha has caffeine in it. In most of my streams, I do drink matcha, actually. I really never drink coffee during my streams because I don't want to crash during my stream. And matcha doesn't make you crash. I had my coffee this morning. When I first started to drink coffee, I was 5 years old, because like in Spanish families, you start drinking coffee at a young age because your mothers usually drink coffee. So I started drinking coffee when I was 5, and I always had milk and sugar with my coffee. But then when I started to learn more about it and started to taste it a little bit better, I started to drink just pure espresso, or sometimes I would just drink cortados, or I used to drink cappuccinos, but I don't anymore. I never liked lattes because they taste really disgusting. And when I drink like just regular brew coffee, I drink it Just straight black. No sugar, no milk, no nothing. So I've been drinking coffee for a very, very long time. Oh yeah, cryo. That's why sometimes it's like really difficult to live stream, because I cannot, like, I need to like sit here and be silent and actually process what I'm doing. But when I live stream, I'm entertaining people at the same time, so it's kind of difficult. Let's see. Huh. I might have this actually. Interesting. Pure espresso. Oh man, I gave up soda so long ago. I stopped drinking soda when I was a teen. I don't know how to make myself better eaters, Sonics. It's like what everybody says. If you draw every day, you start to see improvements. Like, I should do something like that on my Twitter, just show how much I've improved with my comic pages. Because I remember when I started to first send out submissions to IDW, holy moly, some of the pages that I used was very lackluster and very disgusting. Like, truly disgusting. There we go. So I hate it when YouTube says that my stream, like, is in the red when OBS says that my stream is in the green. It's like they really need to update something. They need to update either the YouTube website or OBS. Let me see. Because I have them dashing like so. And sometimes I like to put my face really close to the the tablet when I'm like trying to concentrate, but I can't do that here. Let me see. I'm so upset. Sometimes the Apple Pencil is not really responsive, because if you tap it twice, it turns into eraser, and if you tap it back, then it turns into the pencil. Sometimes it's not that responsive in that aspect. Although I wish more pens, like styluses, will have that feature. The Surface just has that one button, and it does have an eraser on the back, and I really like that better than tapping, as actually just erasing and then flipping it back. Like, I understand why they did the tapping thing to conserve that second. I think you've improved, Sonics. Like, from the first time I saw you draw till now, like, definitely your models have gotten better. You know what, DJ, you're right. We do work better off each other. That's why I always ask for critiques, because you see better with other people's eyes than your own eyes. With your own eyes, your eyes will literally deceive you. You will continue to tell yourself that something looks good when it really doesn't look good. If you go by what your own judgment tells you, then you're never going to get better. You have to look for critiques. You have to look for solid critiques. Sometimes critiques that are given to you aren't the best kind of critiques. They're the kind of critiques that are meant to shut you down. So I guess you have to have a strong mind for that. Oh, this is the double page spread with the wrong arms. I mean the hands. With Yarley's hands. See, this all looks like a bunch of lines right now, right? See, I was working on this panel yesterday night, and I was troubleshooting just a lot of things. It's like, as you go on with the panel, like once you got the perspective down, you start thinking, how should I make this better? Not better, but how do I have this conform to the perspective of the page while also keeping it very dynamic? I noticed with some of Yarley's models, like, he'll actually put some detail in the stomach area. Because I've gotten many different critiques from many different people on my Sonic models, and I understand that I used to make their torsos very, very long. Also in the Archie days, their torsos used to be really, really long. So maybe I would consider that a stylistic choice, making the torsos long. But I don't think that's the kind of style that's accepted within IDW today. The reason why I wanted to live stream this page, or whatever I'm doing, is because I didn't draw a script for it, I didn't draw previous thumbnails for it. I'm really going in blindly. And I'm just showing you guys how frustrated I get when I'm constructing something that's brand spanking new. Because I got frustrated with it last night because I am going in this blindly because I don't really have a plan. At the same time, this exercise is good for your brain because you're thinking about things on the fly. And when you're constructing something, your brain is trying to make sense of whatever you're putting down on the paper, and your brain is generating ideas. When I can't think of any. That's weird. That is extremely weird. So the Surface is not taking up any type of computer power at the moment because I closed down most of the applications, so the only thing I'm running is YouTube and OBS. So the fact that it's laggy a bit there is really weird. Oh man, I draw people all the time. Actually, when I first started drawing it, I didn't draw Sonic. I haven't always drawn Sonic. You know, I started drawing my own mangas. And I always used to draw people. And drawing people was one of the hardest things you can do. Like, seriously. As you can see, I've been working on this fucking Sonic head for like 52 minutes. And the issue I'm looking at doesn't exactly have a lot of Sonic references. Like, the recent issues don't really have a lot of Sonic references, and that's very upsetting. Because it's showing a lot of other characters here. So let's see, maybe I'll have his body like back here. Well, don't feel overshadowed, Sonics. I guess it's normal for you to feel that way because now there are so many more platforms where you see artists, you know. Back in my day, right, there wasn't a lot of platforms like this. We had DeviantArt, which wasn't very big back in the day. And it was very different. Now it's like you go on the internet and you see all these people, and I can understand how you can like feeling overshadowed. But back when I first started out, you know, these websites were still fairly freaking new and nobody really used the internet like that. Everybody was just texting each other. You know, we used MySpace and AIM. We didn't really have these hashtags back then. No way to discover people. So it's like, what do you do when you have nothing to do on the internet? You just sit there and you look at these old comic books and you start replicating what you see in these comics. You know, just posting them for fun. Like, sometimes people never viewed your stuff. Sometimes they did. Nowadays, it's more about like a competition. It's like, now you always have to post. Now you always have to be relevant, be in the now, you know. But when I first started out, you know, it wasn't about being relevant. It was just like sharing your stuff for fun. And, you know, if you wanted to put yourself out there, it was totally optional. Now if you decide to put yourself out there, it's like you're exposing yourself to so many things. You're becoming a part of this community and yada yada yada. It's just so complicated nowadays when it comes to sharing art. It's like I open Instagram, the first thing I see is this godlike painting of freaking Superman, and I'm just like, wow, why can't I possess coloring abilities like that? Like last night, I got so frustrated with myself because I'm trying to color a comic page and I don't know how to fucking color. I know how to color. I just want to get better at it. But it's like I really got frustrated. See, I keep drawing him left, but what if I just drew him like straight on, looking? I need to find a picture. Okay. It looks kind of creepy, right? I watched a whole 7-hour video on it retelling the entire Kingdom Hearts series, and I still didn't get a lot of things. I know how you feel, Sonics. Sometimes when I post things and nobody like, it's like you always expect a comment or you always expect a compliment, right? Because that makes you feel more reassured about your existence as an artist. The only thing that should reassure your existence as an artist is you just doing things. Whenever I post things, I don't what the hell? I don't expect these things. I don't expect compliments and I don't expect likes. Like when I started posting more on Twitter, I barely got any type of likes and I didn't get any comments. It's like the more you post, I guess, the more traction you'll get. But I don't expect anything like that. Because at the end of the day, people are looking at it. You know, I don't know why people don't comment. Maybe they can't comment at that moment, or maybe they're off doing something, and then when they log on Discord again, they see that other person's art and whatever. Like my art style, I'm alright with my art style. Like it's a manga-y type of art style. And I know that some people may not like it for Sonic, but it works. What the hell was I doing over here with his arm? I'm not sure what I was doing over there. Oh my gosh, Roxas is my favorite character of the whole Kingdom Hearts series. It's like when I hear this song, I think of him. Like, damn. I think I remember what I was doing with this arm, but I'm still not sure. What was that? Okay. Well, the thing is, Sonics, you're expecting a comment on your stuff. The thing is, you should be doing your work just to do it, not to expect comments on it. Like, it's a different story if you're asking for a critique, right? But I think what you're looking for is people complimenting your work. Because you see that within other artists, how people be like, oh, you do a good job, and yada, yada, yada. It's like, if you don't expect these things to happen, then they'll happen. You know? Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. I literally do not expect nothing from nobody. What I be expecting when I post my stuff is I expect people to give me comments that I didn't ask for. Like, when people point out flaws in my artwork when I post it on Twitter and I didn't ask them to point them out, it's like sometimes people just take the liberty. That's what I expect. I expect somebody to take the liberty and just comment something rude. Maybe I shouldn't have him looking at the camera like that, so direct. Luckily, the Earth is turning slowly, so maybe we'll get a little bit of darkness going on here in a bit. Alright. This is cool. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Cryo. How do you see yourself coming down as a failure, Sonics? From what I can see, you've succeeded in more ways than one. Like, you created a character, you created a concept sheet. You know, you've done so much work. You need to give yourself more credit. I want to try something different with this hand, but I'm not entirely sure why. You know, I never really looked at this issue. Oh, that's really nice right there. Sorry if my arm is in the way. I'm just looking for references here. References that I cannot find, of course. Okay. I've been using that a lot, so. The trick to being a good artist is stealing. You have to use references and you have to steal certain things in order to be a good artist. You DM me something? On where? Comments to me. see that people have viewed it and liked it. Okay. So maybe you should take a step back and wonder why... maybe it's not people, maybe it's you. Maybe you have to take a step back and figure out, is it something you're doing wrong? Maybe other people want to see different things from you rather than the same character you post. Like, I saw your recent art and it looked really cool. It looked different. So this hand is just a placeholder for now. Okay. You sent me in on Discord? What? Oh, okay. You sent it to me just now. Okay, cool. Because I was about to have a heart attack. Like, did I overlook somebody's message? It happens, but shit. Hold on a second. Okay, cool. Okay, I found that mention on Discord. Yes, Sonics, you. Crier, I'm actually like really happy that you're doing more art for yourself. I can see you one day becoming a full-fledged artist. Wait, what did I say, Sonics? Because I'm confusing myself, or something is confusing me. I'm also looking at something, so I'm very distracted. Oh my goodness. So I don't remember what I said before, but let me alliterate that. That's why. I thought you said it was okay. The artist help thing, the 24th. Okay, you have to give me a little bit more information because I don't. What the fuck? What the hell was happening on the 24th? I think I should make his arm just a little bit longer like that. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, anything complex? Yes. Well, I don't think you should be working on complexity things at the moment. I think you should still be working on like character designs and concepts and things like that. I think you should be working on different emotions, like really perfecting different emotions and whatnot. I also think that you should try your hand at creating some backgrounds. And then once you feel comfortable enough, you should try your hand at doing actual comic panels. Or like, what is this? Or like off panels, how they have like 3 panels. Oh yes, your recent art was cool. Because I saw it because you posted in Legacy and ABT's Discord. I'm like, interesting. I also saw you asking like what complexity things you should draw, but I really don't think you should be drawing complex things. Like, you see what I'm doing here? This is like death. This is hell. This is wrong. You think his hand should be like that? Just... I did the lasso parody thing? What's that? I mean, the loss... Oh, wow. Lasso. Yeah, I mean, I guess it counts. See, now I don't exactly know what to do with his legs because they're going to be scrunched up a lot and I don't really have a good reference picture here. See, I have a bunch of Archie issues, but I'm not really taking references from that because definitely the IEW issues demonstrates the artist's recent talents. See how much trial and error I went through with this one panel that took me over an hour and 13 minutes. Yes, you should work on more emotions. And you should also be playing Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, did I tell you guys I went to go see the new Broly movie? And oh my god. Broly was cool. Like the actual character Broly, he looked really hot. Like I would totally date him. When he showered, that is. Ooh, nice, Cryo. Yeah, I like experimenting. Emotions like anger, depression, sadness, confusion. Kingdom Hearts is the most complex game in existence. And I don't recommend you play any other title besides like going in order. So play Birth by Sleep, Kingdom Hearts 1, you know, go in order. I watched a 7-hour live stream of them explaining like the whole premise of Kingdom Hearts, and it was just like, shit, and I still don't understand. Never utter Broly and halt in the same sentence again. I don't know why I read that in his accent. Wow, I'm mad American. So I turned down the opacity a little bit more in the perspective layer. The only things I didn't like about the movie, like not even the movie itself, but I hate how Vegeta's character is now, because I grew up with the original Dragon Ball Z and seeing Vegeta's personality, how perfect it was back in the day. And now looking at it, it's like he's changed so much. He's changed so dramatically in such a short period of time. And it's crazy how human they feel now, when I don't think they should be human at all. Like, they're Saiyans, they're not humans. So it's like, maybe living with humans, yeah, they develop these human emotions, sure. But it's like, shit. In that movie, Vegeta was really like, he didn't feel like a Saiyan. He didn't feel like Vegeta. He just felt like a funnier version of Vegeta. That's something I don't like what they've done with his character. I like how he was in the Boo saga, where he was more admirable, you know. He didn't really let his pride get to him, but he still, you know, that's just his personality. But they changed Vegeta's personality so much, and that's something I really don't like throughout the recent Dragon Ball era of whatever the hell they're trying to do. That Dragon Ball movie, that's exactly how Super should have been in terms of writing and in terms of animation, I guess, because I know animation will never be that good. But that's exactly how Dragon Ball Super should have looked like. At least something decent like that. I can't not stand watching Dragon Ball Super because it is the bane of my existence. Anger is really cool. Just look up shadow references and you'll find anger. Like, yeah, I know, right? Spyro had to be one of my favorite games too. Like, the rest of the games were cool, but it's like games nowadays, oh my gosh, I feel like they just are still a little bit extra. But like Spyro, something so simple can be the most rewarding game, you know? Instead of having something so complex and so open world like God of War or Red Dead Redemption. You know, having something so simple like Spyro can really win somebody over. And now Kingdom Hearts is going to be dropping. I hate it when good games drop at the beginning of the year. I like it when they drop more towards the middle to the end of the year. Because then everybody's going to forget about this game in a couple of months. Like when Crash Team Racing comes out, nobody's going to know about Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh my god, you see what I mean? Every time when I double tap and I think I'm pressing something when I'm not. Yes, like, I hope that that's their plan to continue the series. Like, since they're rebooting the games. I really hope that's the plan. And if so, like, I think that would be pretty awesome. If they're gonna keep rebooting games, I guess that's cool, but it's not really propelling the series in any way. You know, it's not doing the series no justice if they keep rebooting these games. I feel like this was an amazing start to a series that needed to continue. Like, both the series needed to continue. I don't understand. Like, and I feel like Naughty Dog should have definitely retained their rights to these games somehow. But I feel like if they were both in still Naughty Dog's possession, if Crash was still in Naughty Dog and if Spyro was still in its Insomniac Games, then I feel like these games wouldn't have died so fast. Okay. I'm just taking my sweet time with this panel. I'm trying to understand how it is. Yesterday I wanted to live stream, but so many people were live streaming. My God. Like Evan Stanley started the live stream yesterday, and one of my other friends was live streaming. And then I was supposed to live stream yesterday, but some crazy crap had went down with something. So I was there. I was ready to press the stream button. Could you change, please, and stop not changing? Like, so here's what I want to do, actually. I want to lower this down, turn this layer off. I'm gonna lower this down since I'm having such a hard fucking time with this bullshit. Yeah, Evan Stanley, she usually streams on Picardo. All the professional artists stream on Picardo, and I don't know why. Picardo is such a horrible platform, in my opinion. Like, I wouldn't use that as my main streaming service. I would stream on Twitch or YouTube, at least. That's where Adam Bryce Thomas streams too, on Picardo. Like, and I don't think Evan Stanley has a schedule of when she live streams. I know Adam Bryce Thomas tries to keep it like every Sunday. Yeah, so his hand should be definitely a little bit more down. Yep. So, and I have his head like this. Okay, cool. So I figured out his body for the most part. So the arm placement is alright. Oh yeah, I saw that tweet. It was so well animated that it was crazy. I really liked the tweet though. It was so cool. Oh my God. I feel like the IDW comics are just showing like so much unnecessary bullshit. Like, it's like, I feel like in the Archie comics we actually got a lot of Sonic, but here we're not really getting a lot of Sonic. Okay. Because what I want to do is there we go. I don't want to have these lines like combat with each other so much to the point where it just fucks me up. Yeah, I want 2D animation back too, man. Especially when I be animating, I do keep it 2D because I don't like the look of 3D, to be honest, and I don't mess with 3D programs. All right, so having it out like that. This is actually posing to be great practice for my mind to really deconstruct how all this is working. See, it's like I flip through these books and I can't find good references. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, I'm getting so annoyed. What am I putting my money into these books for? I don't want to see Eggman and this new person. I want to see Sonic. Okay, so it's looking a little bit better in here now that the sun has gone down a bit. Winnie the Pooh. Oh my gosh, I used to love Winnie the Pooh when I was a kid. I used to have this Winnie the Pooh game for the PlayStation. Oh my god, there was some parts of that game that really pissed me off. His hands are gonna be big here. See how I just double tap? Like, I hope the stream caught me double tapping and it's not registering. And I might scale him down a bit if he's still looking this damn big. No, I probably won't. Now that I'm looking at the perspective. You know, someone told me, no, I saw a tutorial where it said if you draw spirals, then it'll help you draw fingers better. But that tutorial doesn't tell you how to determine how the fuck the finger bones move, right? I wish I had an actual hand so I can do some wacky things with it. Guys, I really don't know how to draw his fucking feet here. Like, it's literally confusing the fuck out of me. Would you change? Okay. Actually, I can do something like this. Just have him like arched like that. It's taking me this long because I didn't have anything planned out previously. So it's like right now my mind is like in a deep boggling planning state. And it's coming along, like this perspective that I'm trying to do. Oh my goodness. So one thing I seriously do not like about the Apple Pencil is how unresponsive it is sometimes when I go to switch brushes. That's one thing I absolutely hate about it, now that I'm looking at it. Once I get this whole structure down, then everything will be alright, I guess. Or I could do something else with his body where I can just arch it up. Sonic shoes, okay. We don't even have to show his like chest there, as a matter of fact. See if I can make that work somehow. Hey, alright. So what we gotta do here now is we got to actually, yeah, let's erase that a little. Put this hand over there. Yeah, I actually might scale him down a little bit. But to the perspective, he looks really good. But he might be a little bit too big, I fear. So let's go ahead and scale him down. Cool. Music almost reminds me of Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword has some really cool music. What is that? I really hope nobody's messaging me off of Twitch because I'm not even looking at the Twitch comments. Okay, it's 4:06. I have nothing to eat in my house. It is also very tricky because I don't know if I want his feet to come out of the panel as well or just him, but we will see. Oh, I like this song because I spend a lot of my time here in this stage trying to level up. Alright, so I want to have Sonic dashing. Then I want to have him like make eye contact with Eggman, or Eggman is looking like belligerently scared over here. Now I can use the Eggman references, right? Or it doesn't even have to be Eggman. You think it should be? Nah, maybe not. Maybe it could be Shadow. Yeah, I can really play around with this shit because I'm automatically creating a placeholder as it should be Eggman. But why don't we make it a different person? Or it can be Rough and Tumble, but I never drawn them before. Or he doesn't even have to be fighting anybody. Or... let's put it like that. Oh, Sonics, you will learn, slowly but surely, what it means to be an artist. Sometimes it's not fun. Sometimes it's just a lot of work, like what I'm doing right now. It's not fun. Like, I don't like the way his arm looks there because it's not really winding back the way it should be. What does a good confrontation look like? I'm glad drawing is one of your passions, man. I mean, I've been drawing since before I can remember. So it's something I've always done is like breathing. You know what I can use? Some of this candy right here. But I cannot chew on the right side, so I have to chew on the left side. Ah, a great burst of energy. Almost tastes kind of salty. Shaggy, oh my god. Have you guys been seeing those goddamn Shaggy memes around? The Shaggy memes have gone out of control. Just like the Sasuke memes. Yes, Shadow. Look at how crazy he looks. He looks really crazy, actually, with all this hair. Let's see. You can go many places with your art, Cryo. It doesn't necessarily have to be in comics. It can be in games, like making concept art and concept designs and things like that. It's like the loudest thing ever. Ultra Instinct Shaggy, oh my god. Sonic and his friends will pay. Dude, I watched that Mortal Kombat trailer and damn, I didn't realize how gory Mortal Kombat was. It's crazy. You don't want to make his shoulders too high. I remember this one page I was doing a while ago where it was like, I think it was the shadow slamming Knuckles' head into the concrete. Oh my god. I mean, anything is possible. I would like to keep the Scooby-Doo characters alive. Because I don't know if they have any new series planned or not. Yeah, I've always drawn comic pages where it has like Shadow and Knuckles just destroying each other, and I'm not entirely sure why I do that. Okay, so Shadow is not really in that issue, so that's an issue. Oh, come on. Does she not look like Bunny Rabbit? I hate when people are like, don't draw Sonic's mouths in the middle, but Evan Stanley literally draws their mouths in the middle. Like... Okay. I got really confused. Oh no, it's fine, Stuart. It's all good. Like I got really confused for a second. Whew, I think I need more coffee. Draw what outside the middle? I'm surprised y'all can see that, actually. So I don't even know what the hell that is. Let's see. I don't start with the muzzles, like, I don't know. I start with the eyes. Even though maybe I should be starting with the muzzle. Because that line is supposed to show me where I should be putting the eyes and the muzzles. Middle mouse Sonic is gross. Wow. It's an Australian Day public holiday. Oh, nice, Stuart. I hope you enjoyed yourself. See how really messy this panel looks? Yeah, the way Sonic and Spyro are very similar, like construction wise anyway. Very, very similar. Yeah, I agree with you, DJ, about the realism. Like, I draw the mounts in the middle when I have them looking in a profile view. But let's say if I was to draw Shadow looking like this, it would look very awkward, actually. I think this is the world that never was. So I would usually have my symmetry ruler on, but I don't feel like turning that on and placing it. I would just rather do it the old school way. Now, I don't really like how this panel is coming out at all with shadow. I might have a different vision in mind. True, DJ, true. Yeah, Sonics, when are you gonna get the motherboard for that computer? I'm so glad it's looking a little bit better. I can actually see what I'm doing. So nobody likes the soap shoes? Interesting. I always thought the soap shoes were such a pain in the ass to draw. Like if they was to continue making little wacky designs with his shoes like that throughout the Sonic games, I'm sure it wouldn't have been that weird. But that's the only Sonic game where his shoes dramatically changed. So far, yes, Onyx. Oh, thanks, Stuart. I'm putting on some Kingdom Hearts music, and I'm not sure if this live stream will be up after because they might copyright it or some shit like that. But yes, Kingdom Hearts music just to get everybody ready for Kingdom Hearts 3. Cool. Since I have my overall page layout like pretty much good, now all it is just filling in the models, making sure everything is right with the perspective and whatnot. Oh my god, I know I double tapped at that time to switch. Are you really not going to consistently change every time when I double tap? Thanks, Stuart. It's like every time when I try something new, it's like my comfort zone goes straight out of the window. Oh my god! Scorch and Hurricane. I love original Magma Cone. Damn, the music for Magma Cone really won my heart when I was a kid. I don't know why. There's something about Magma Cone and Zephyr that I absolutely love. Oh my god. Zephyr I love. I also love Skelos Badlands music. That's really cool. And I love Breeze Harbor. So a majority of Autumn Plains music I love. Yeah, Zephyr is so good. Like, that music is God. Hold on a second, guys. really quickly. That was a very distracting call. So, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to... Oh no. Okay, I think it came back now. So I hope you guys can hear me and see me. So what I'm trying to do here is like I'm trying to have Sonic dash, Shadow ready himself, do chaos control, and then kick him. If that makes any sense. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck just happened there. I changed my music and then the stream went offline. I didn't change the music. I just restarted it. It's like any little thing I do, it's very upsetting for this. So yeah, I'm trying to have, in this shot, I'm trying to have the camera like looking down at them like this, right? And then here, I want to have Shadow like kick this dude. Because he's stunned from the chaos control. I actually might scale Sonic down a little bit more and not have him collide so much with Shadow in this next panel. But I do want to have him breaking out of that panel. I only want him to kick him because, like, for some reason, Shadow loves kicking people when he induces them in chaos control. Well, thanks, Stuart. I appreciate it. I don't usually get that compliment of, like, I'm an awesome guy. I usually get asshole. It's because I have a very distinct tone of voice that makes me sound sarcastic all the time, and I don't mean to sound sarcastic. It's just the way I sound. No, it wasn't the last time I drew Spyro. I drew Spyro recently. I don't remember when though, and I don't know if I still have a picture of it. But I've always wanted to start my own Spyro comic, Spyro and Crash comic, and pitch that to IDW. You fool! There you go. Sometimes when you sit a certain way, your stuff will come out slanted. Jesus. But if this stream gets taken down on YouTube, you can also watch the stream on Twitch. I don't think Picardo saves videos, streams, archives, so you can definitely rewatch this on Twitch. Because I don't think they take videos down like this on Twitch. Yeah, I really want to, man. Like, I have so many ideas for that. I've wanted to create a Crash and Spiral comic since 2011. There's just a certain style that I want to achieve before I do something like that. I definitely want to create a one-shot, definitely. That was actually my plan when I was done with Legacy. I wanted to pursue my own Sonic comic online, like webcomic thing. I wanted to do Spiral and Crash. I wanted to do my own things. I want to do a lot of things. A lot of things that unfortunately take time. Because even if I was to like start up that Spiral and Crash comic, like I would want somebody to color it. Because I can blast through those pages easily. The thing is, I want it to be a weekly updated thing. So, like, a colorist would be very, very helpful. I think that's exactly what we need. Like, more video game icons within the comic industry. You know, I think Nintendo's really missing out on a lot of opportunity there to make gold. You know, Sega has been in the comics with Sonic since like forever. I know that they need to get on the ball with Mega Man again. You know, Capcom, because I would still love a Mega Man comic. You know, there's also Halo. They have comics. Dude, if Nintendo was to get on the ball with comics, I feel like Sega would lose profit almost. Because Nintendo dominates at a lot of things, and I bet a lot of people will seriously pay for an official Super Smash Bros. Comic. Dude, they will make a lot of money off of that. Yeah, I saw that Archie thing with Mario. It's really a shame, you know. Did it get canceled or did it get DMCA'd? Because there's a difference between canceling something and a company being like, take it down. Oh wow, yeah. I can't believe I forgot to do that. That makes me laugh. Like, sometimes I call myself dumb because of the things I do. He looks evil. Maybe I should put his hands down a little bit more because I do want to show some emotion on his face. And that sounded loud. Maybe next time I'll play some Breath of the Wild music. Yes, Sonics, do that. Oh wow, he ran out of money. Man, if only, like, people can pledge to these things, like on Patreon, without the fear of getting copyright striked or something like that. Chaos? Shadow looks like he's about to destroy somebody. I don't know who is making all of that racket outside. Oh, today is Sunday, actually. Let me look at you guys' comments. Yeah, I was very into the Pokemon mangas when I first discovered them. I know there's a lot of hidden manga gems in Tokyo somewhere, or in Japan. I'm pretty sure a lot of fans would love to get their hands on something like that. I've always wanted to be a rare collector, but I don't want to have to move and then take all that stuff with me. Like, I have a few rare things. Like, I have the original Pokédex. I have Yugi, Joey, and Kaiba's original deck. Like, I still have it wrapped up in the special box it came in. I have some Dragon Balls that aren't really special. I have a Scouter. I have some old Pokemon figures from way back in the day. I think it was the early 2000s. I know I got it when that big Toys R Us in New York City opened up. And I got a couple of these figures that are very, very rare if you get them in the box. But I was a kid back then, so... Oh yeah, Shadow's appearance in that game was really phenomenal. Still waiting for him to be an actual character, because I think he deserves it. Like, he fights a lot more vicious than Sonic, I feel. Sonic fights like Goku. Oof. I like this, but I want to try something else really quickly, so make a copy of that, turn that layer off, go back to the original layer, and start erasing some of this junk. Just in case if I don't like the idea I'm about to try, I can always go back and turn on the layer I just copied and get these hands back. Yeah, Shadow would have made the perfect Echo character. They missed an opportunity there. Luckily, it's getting darker. Chaos control. I have my PlayStation here. I just don't have a controller on me at the moment. Because if I did have a controller, I would be playing the old Kingdom Hearts remix games. I remember I had started 2.8, but that game is so long. So I can have his face shown and also have the Chaos Emeralds here. Don't touch it! Jesus Christ, that keeps happening. Oh, okay, yeah, that's great. It's like... Okay, what was I doing? I don't know if I ever said this during one of your streams, but whenever I draw, I prefer to use thicker lines. You know, that really kind of depends on sketching. Like, if we're talking about sketching, I use lighter, like I draw lighter, so I don't want to use thicker lines, right? So I would rather use thinner, lighter lines. But it really kind of depends on what kind of style you're really going for. I'm always keen to drawing feeling like a pencil and looking like a pencil, and I always drew with mechanical pencils that were thin. Oh my god, Elson Wong. I said wand, like a freaking Harry Potter wand. I love that guy very, very much. Like, back in the day when this dude was part of the Sonic community, I used to watch his Sonic comic dramas. His voice dubs for the Archie comics was so good back then. And then he had a whole collection of these comics. That's around the time I started to get really into Archie comics. And I wanted to draw for Sonic for a while. So when I discovered Elson, I thought he had wanted to share the same goal, because this guy is over here collecting these issues and he's drawing, you know, these comics and whatever. And his character, oh boy, Ashword, Tales of the Cursed Wombat, something. Yeah, his old comic looked really freaking cool. Ashworth, it looked really cool, and I wish I could have gotten it. Like, his original character looks really cool. I think that guy is absolutely amazing. Like, I tried out for some of his voice acting roles back in the day, and I never got a part in either of them. And yeah, he introduced me to the Western Deep comic. The Western Deep was realized at Comic-Con. They signed my book, and I told them about Nelson, wow. Like, I think Elson is really cool. He's very inspirational. He has a very kind heart. He's very optimistic about a lot of things. Like, me and him talk occasionally on Twitter. I'm part of his Discord server. I don't really post there much, though. But once he launches that Kickstarter for his current project, I will be definitely picking up that book. Fuck me! I hope nobody heard that. Come on! What's going on there? I've never seen that before, where it's flashing. Is it, hello? Okay. OBS did some weird thing when, where it shows you how good the stream health is. It was just flashing. I never seen that before. I hope it's alright. It looks like it's lagging a little bit. I've never seen that a day in my life. That's really crazy. Okay, cool. Yeah, it was just flashing yellow, red, yellow, red. Oh my god. Let me actually turn this off, because maybe my phone is interfering with the connection somehow. Also, I'm getting my girlfriend to watch Dragon Ball Z from the beginning, because I dragged her to see Super with me. Well, that was so weird how it was flashing like that. I'd never seen that a day in my life. And I hope that does not ever happen again. So I'm probably going to stream for another 20 minutes here, and then cut it so I can really understand what I'm trying to do with this page here. You know, Shadow does not look dynamic at all in this panel. Oh yes, let's just do something like that. Where does Sonic go? I was not supposed to show that, but that's alright. What the hell? Luckily, I didn't see that too much. Only for a split second. You wouldn't have been able to tell what that was anyway. I can do a lot of things to experiment with shadow here. Oh, I'm like, what is that noise? That's a heater. Because I have a lot of empty space in that panel that's used for nothing. I saw the trailer for Detective Pikachu, and some parts like legitimately scared me. I guess it looks cool. It looks interesting. But yes, it is great seeing some of these old properties. Like, I'm waiting for Ratchet and Clank, and I'm waiting for Sly Cooper. Oh my god. And I'm waiting for Parappa the Rappa. Jack and Daxter, if they got like a reimagined thing, it would look so awesome. With this Chaos Emerald in my possession, there's no way you can win against me, Sonic. I am the most edgiest character of them all. This is who I am. What about the Sonic movie? What about it? Like, there is absolutely nothing to discuss about that movie. Keyword, disgust. Damn, DJ. So that is not on the same layer as whatever layer I was just on. Because if I have him, like, I might still have him kick in this last panel. But I don't know how the wind-up would, like, it wouldn't really look like... I guess I could still have him kick in that panel. I put hot sauce on everything from Twinkies to milk. What in the heck? So guys, if you are not already, please subscribe to this channel, because I'm almost at 300 subs and I would love to be at 300 subscribers already. If that's possible. See you, Stuart. The real-time dub? Oh yeah, I have seen that. Oh my god. That is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. I know a couple of the Eggman um, memes have been going around. Just like, what the hell is this? Control! I knew it. I might change Shadow's pose there a bit. What if he just like stomped on his damn face, man? See, the stream didn't look that good earlier, but it looks fine now. Sonic's like, no! Like his death in Smash Brothers Brawl. So this is gonna be like a panelist panel right there. Alright, still got 5 minutes left of this stream. I actually want to do like I think this kind of dynamic shot looks cool. Alright, like I'm gonna continue this page more offline. It's probably gonna take me another 2 hours to actually get the tighter pencils in, and I'll be working on some more of my submissions throughout the coming days, and then I'll be inking them and sending them over to IDW. I really want to make these panels like pop out more and make them more dynamic, so you can tell like I changed a lot of things throughout my first initial idea up until the last. And I'm really liking this last kind of idea here, like this finalized idea, where I'm having all these forward shots of the characters, like really demonstrating their emotions, while I have this last panel, which I'm probably going to make a little bit bigger, like really pop out and stand out. So I might change a couple more things when I'm off stream, because I'll be more focused and I'll like be more into this page. And yeah, we're gonna see where this page exactly takes us, and then I'm gonna send the submissions over, and then we're just gonna keep the ball rolling from there. I'm gonna be sending them a lot of different things, really doing some trial and error things and stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit when it comes to making these comic pages. And I'm also going to be doing the same thing for Archie Sonic Online. So thank you all for tuning into this live stream. I really appreciate all of you guys being here and supporting the stream any which way you can. Please give the stream a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm going to try to do streams every week, preferably on the weekends. I'm also going to be streaming with the Silver Team and the Miles Per Hour fan game and Sonic Legacy. And now